So I've come to the realization that if I was to hit a deer again and the radiator was to be busted, or I was to hit a moose and we're coming up on one of our coldest times now, which it'll be getting down to -30 or colder, that I'm in a situation that is very bad. As the truck that I drive is a day cab and I would have no shelter. Now you could say, well, why couldn't you just stay in the truck? Well, yeah, but it gets to the point to where the steel of the cab will actually start robbing heat out of you because it's, heat moves to cold. That's how it works. Now, what I've done is I've gone ahead and ordered some insulated boots. I carry a 100% wool blanket roll with me in my gear bag. I carry 100% wool gloves. And some of these areas are 10, 15, 20 miles of zero cell signal. Now you could say, well, couldn't you use the satellite capability on the iPhone? Yeah, you could. But here's the thing. If the interstate is that bad, in the winter to where they can't get to you, or there's, whatever reason, you're going to have to walk it out. And so I've taken the precautions to do the things that I can. I've pretty much accepted if this is to happen, hopefully the truck will idle. But like I did when I hit the deer the other night, I just kept right on going. I'm like, I got to get as close as I can to another town, because if I break down out here, I have no heat. I'm dead. And it's a scary situation, and I'm fairly certain that if this was to happen and I'd have to walk it out, I would probably end up losing part of my hand or part of my foot or maybe my nose or the tips of my ears. But all we can do is plan for it and pray for the best. But it sounds adventurous when you're not in the situation. But I've already been in this situation once during the summer to where I had a breakdown. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. I literally had to just mess around on the phone and call the state police, and the state police had to find me and dispatch somebody for me, and it was several hours, okay? Now, like I said, think of that situation if the state police can't get to you. The tow trucks can't get to you. The truck won't run. You're losing heat. It is a disastrous situation. So what I have done now is begin acclimating myself to the cold. I'll walk around shorts and t-shirt, 23 degrees, whatever. Just get the body used to it. So when it does happen, it's not a psychological shock. See, the thing about it is you can adapt and just keep pushing forward. There's stories of soldiers on the Eastern Front in World War II. The dude's hand or foot was frozen solid. And he's like, well, it's already dead now. But if I keep walking, then a few miles, I'll find something. And, there's always a lot of dead timber and stuff around, too. So I always carry a lighter, just build a fire and sit next to it, and I'm sure I can find something in the trailer to burn. But like I said, as romantic as this whole thing sounds on paper, it can be quite traumatic to actually experience it in real life. And the possibility of it actually happening is very high. So hopefully it doesn't, pray for the best and prepare for the worst.